Hello everybody, I think we're live. This is my first live ever on Facebook, but I think it's gonna be awesome. So anyways, I wanted to do this because I have something to share with you. I've been noticing recently a big mistake that everybody's making when it comes to their Facebook ads copy, and it's trying to sell with logic instead of connecting emotionally with their prospect. And to give you some context, like 4 weeks ago, I think, someone reached out to me and said, hey, I'm not happy with my Facebook ads, they're not performing, the results were like really poor. And they were wondering why. So I said, hey, let me check. And to give you some context, this is a travel agency, and they were promoting this package giveaway for couples. And the copy started like this: for what was it saying? Yeah, for $100 you'll get this, this, and that, and $100 it's not per person, it's for the couple, and it went to talk about all the perks of the package, which is amazing. However, with that approach, with a logical approach where you are justifying why your product is amazing, you will only get the lowest hanging fruit, meaning you will only get the people who are already in search mode, and so you come up in front of them and they see it's a good deal, if it is, and they'll jump on it, hopefully. Not all of them, but that's how it works. And they were doing this to cold traffic, and this is why it was not working. They were trying to convince people with logic instead of connecting with them emotionally. So I said, hey, look, people buy on emotions and justify with logic. Let me say that one more time. People buy on emotions and justify with logic. So unless you are selling to a hot audience or warm audience, you can start with your promise, with the benefits of your product, etc. Otherwise, you'll be better off connecting emotionally with the prospect. And in the case of this particular product, there is nothing logical about it. Imagine you're not looking for traveling, and I come to you, I say, hey, give me $1,500 and you'll get to spend 3 weeks in a beautiful resort in Thailand. When you think about it, there's nothing logical about traveling. I mean, I'm asking you to give me your hard-earned money to go on an exhausting flight to another part of the world where you know nobody knows you. That is a lot of shit that can go wrong. You can get sick, you can get hit by a car, you can get drunk and everybody steals your belongings, now you lose your passport, your money, in a country where English is not the primary language. Anyways, a lot of things can go wrong, but I'll stop here because I don't want you to hate traveling anyways. So, this is why you cannot sell with logic. You have to connect emotionally. And in the case of this particular package they were promoting, it was for couples 40 years old plus. And if you know anything about that segment of people, that demographic, well, their burning desire is not necessarily making more money, losing weight, or buying the latest BMW. If you know anything about them, and there are statistics that show this, their biggest challenge, biggest problem is that their sex life is boring. In any long-term relationship, sex becomes boring. You can read like horror stories about people having sex once a month, once in 6 months. I even read one, it was like once in 2 years. It's atrocious. So how I opened up the ad, I said, instead of talking about how great the product is, I said, hey, ignite your intimate life. And obviously I would love to say something more direct, like ignite your sex life, but Facebook wouldn't let me run with it. So I said, ignite your intimate life. And I followed up with a story about how a couple that didn't have intimate time and how it affected their life, their marriage, basically. In some cases, it even led to divorce. And from there was a segue to the product. Like, say, hey, we've got something for you. You'll get to have this intimate time that you are lacking right now, so you can keep your marriage healthy and you can have a long-lasting relationship, and you can put some fire in your relationship again. And that's how I went about it, and it worked amazing. So I guess the takeaway here is to never, ever try to sell something with logic, especially to an audience, to cold traffic, and an audience that have no idea about you, your product. And just something to keep in mind when you're advertising, people are selfish. They are always asking, what's in it for me? So you gotta answer that question. And secondly, nobody gives a shit about you or your product. People are selfish. Okay? So you gotta tell them how this is going to affect their life directly. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that really matters. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today. I'll try to do these lives more often. I've been on the fence about doing them, to be honest. Couldn't find the time also, so yeah. See you guys. If you have any questions, if you need anything, if there is something I said that's not really clear, drop a comment below and let me know. See ya.